Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Let's continue our Python level 4 class. Last week, we learned how to add image to our game window. And we also learned how to flip, rotate the image. So today we're going to continue to learn some other skills we need to handle the image. So let me share my screen. Right, so so this is the new skill we want to learn. So we need to scale image. Um, if your image size is too big for your game window, then you need to scale it. So how to do the scale? You just use the scale method, okay? And this surface we learn, we know what it is, and this width and the height is a new width and a new height, okay? So of your image. So width and height determines the new size of the image. It returns a surface that can be drawn on the Pygame window, right? So let's do an example to see how it works. All right. So I have the tank image, right? So I got the width and I get the tank of this image. And then I can use this to do a rescale, okay? We can zoom in. We can also zoom out. All right, so let me give you the code first. So you get the original size of the image. So let me give you that code and I want you guys to try it. All right, can you guys go back to your code and like what I'm doing here? I have my tank image, okay? So I put it here. So I get my tank width and height. Once I got that, you see what I'm going to do to resize the image using scale, okay? So you see, every time I increase my image by 5 pixels, this I increase the width by 5 pixels and increase the height by 2 pixels. Then I fill my game window with white. Then now we get a new surface. New surface is used Pygame transform scale. And this is your surface, your tank image, right? And this is a new width and a new height. Once we have that and we bullet the tank at this position, this was the original position we bulleted. And now we do flip. And you will see the tank image increase, 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 increase. And then it will fill the entire game window from this point on. Okay. So that's the top left corner of the image. So let me give you this code and I want you guys to try it. Okay. I want you to look at my screen where I put this code. So let me show you. So I go to my code and I will replace all this code here. All this code. Look at my screen. I will replace all this code here. So I'm not going to do flip. I'm just to increase. Make sure you indented correctly. Okay, so let me check the chat window. All right, so I have this code here. So you say I increase the width by 5 and I increase the height by 2. So let me save my code. And let me run my application. Okay. Use my image keep increasing the width and the height. So you are scaling, you are scale your image, all right? All right. So with this code, I want you guys to do an exercise. So what exercise I want you to do? Can you get your image if it's too big? Can you zoom out? Okay. And if it's too small, can you zoom in? And I want your image to fill the entire game window. Not starting from 100, like what I'm doing here. Let me share my screen again. So not like this, okay? So I'm painting my image from the point 100 to 100. I want you to fill the entire screen using your image. Can you guys spend like 5 minutes on it? You use your own image. Make sure the image will fill the entire game window. Go ahead.
Can I share my screen? It says Python isn't responding.
Okay, can you share it?
Yes, I'm sharing right now. So everything works. There's no error. But just look, like when I click around a bit.
Yeah, because it's playing the music.
Huh?
Can you click the top right top of the red square icon? No, the top. Move up, move up. No, not that one. Your PyCharm top. Yeah, not that one. That will close your entire application. The red square, the stop sign. The stop sign. Can you click on that? Yeah, click on it.
And now what?
Now it stops, right?
Yeah, it stops, but like it says Python's like. Look, let me click a bit. It says it's not responding.
Yeah, it's responding because it's running the game, right? It is running the game. Can you click that square? And then let me take a look at your code. So where is your tank?
I changed it.
Okay, you change it to float. Okay. Looks it is right to me. Oh, you missed the whole thing. The whole event thing. We have not teach that yet. So let me give you the code. Can you stop sharing?
Okay.
So you missed this part. So that's why it's not responding to you. This part, you see here. Okay. Let me give you this code, okay? Put this right after your main loop. After this line of code, okay? Put it there.
Okay.
Let me see who else asked me for. All right, so pattern, if you need that, can you go to the shared Google Drive? Can you go there and get it? So let me try to. All right, so let me drag my file there. Hopefully that will happen. Okay, so pattern, can you go to this shared Google Drive? This one? And I've just put my code there, so you can download this file. All the code are there. If you don't have it, let me send this to you again. You guys need to bookmark this website, okay? All right, so are you guys doing the exercise I asked you guys to do? Find an image and fill the image on your game window, the entire game window. Okay, so let me get someone to share your work to me. Anyone finished? Anyone wants to volunteer?
I finished.
Good. Look, can you show yours to me? Good. Thanks. Who else? So if you
Mine isn't working.
can you share your code to me? Can you share your screen to me?
Yeah, here. So when I run it, it doesn't expand or anything like that. It just stays.
Okay. Can you close that? So let me see what you have. Um, okay, you missed 2 lines of code, okay? What is your TW? What is your TH? So 944, 945, those two variables was not, okay? Can you copy 941, 42, 941, 42, and move it back right before the main loop. Drag it and move it right before the main loop. No, right before the main loop. Yeah, and remove those 2 lines. Remove those 2 lines in 40 in the main loop. Yeah, this set the original, get the original image size. If you do it in the loop again, that means every time you still get the same size of the image, right?
Yeah.
Because tank itself doesn't change. So you reset it.
Okay, it works now.
So you understand it.
Yeah.
Do you understand the change of the code?
Yes.
Very good. All right, I needed to get one girl to show me your work. Okay, thank you, dear, for sharing. Let me check it. One girl. Can you stop sharing? Yeah. Can you stop sharing? Okay, let me stop here. All right, so let me get a girl to share me. Camilla, can you share yours
Um,
to me?
I'm still trying to do it because I'm a little confused, so I haven't really gotten any progress yet.
You wanted to share it to me so I can help you, so we can do it together,
Okay.
or you wanted to figure it out yourself.
I'm a little lost, so I think it'd be better if you could help me.
Yeah, I can help you if you share it. All right, so let me see. So the code in the menu is correct. So the code from 921 is also correct. So let me say 922. Looks correct to me. Can you save your code and right click and run it? Save your code and right click in your code and run it. Right click in it. Right click. Run. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, close it. So now you understand it. Your code is okay. So it works for you.
Okay.
All right. So can you now use a different image and fill your image in the game window? So, all right. So let me do this. Okay. So when you do your code, right? Your image size is 800 or your game window is 800 by 600. All right. So what I can do is that I will just use 800 here and then 600. So this will resize my image and I will just split this to 0, 0. Okay. So let me run it again. Let me run it. You see, I use the image to fill my game window. I want you guys not to find a different image and fill your game window using skill. Can you guys do that? So both Leo, Luke, want you to change your image. Leo, I think your image is okay. Luke, I want you to change it. Change your image. Use a different one. Use one you like. Okay, you don't have to use the tank image I gave to you. And then let me just get your game to run again. Let me take a look at it. So, Owen, do you mind to share yours to me? Owen. Cool. Good. Changing the image. Use your own image. Okay. Christoph,
Yeah,
can you share yours to me?
mine isn't done yet because I came late.
Oh, okay. All right. So you need do you need my help, or you
Yeah,
are
I
good?
I think I'm done.
All right. Okay. So then I'm moving forward to the next topic. Next topic actually is just to help us understand how do you crop an image. So we wanted to chop out a part of the image. So how do you chop it out? Use a Pygame transform chop. So what do you want to chop? You chop this part from 10, 10 to 100, 100. So you just chop out this partial, this sub area from the tank, and then you use a screen blade, okay? Because you chop it out, you will send this back to the tank. So that's what you got, all right? So let me show you, let me give you this code. I hope you understand it because this is a very straightforward chop, all right? All right, so watch my screen, okay? You get that code. I really want you guys to watch my screen. Watch my screen. So I will just do this here. Before the menu. I do not have the good format of it. So let me just change the format. Okay, so this, I will replace everything here. So I have a tank, right? And I do a chop. And then after I chop the tank, then I bullet it to my screen. All right. I cannot fill my screen white anymore, right? So let me take all those code out. Let me take it out. So I just do a flip. So now let me show you what I got. Because I only get a small partial of the image, a very small partial of the image. All right, so I want you guys to do another exercise. Find in a sports store, and then you just chop that image of the sports star, only display the head of that star, okay? Only display the head of that star. So you go to find an image, and that image should not be just a head. I mean, it needs to be the full body, okay, of the sports star. But after that, I want you to display only the head, and I also want you to fill the entire game window. I give you the code to fill the entire window. Now I want you to chop it and then fill the entire window. Okay. Go ahead and do that. Find an image, a sports store, and then chop that image. Only keep the head of that person, and then display and fill the game window. Do you guys know what I want you to do? Let me ask you if you understand my question. So Andy, does my requirement make sense, or you have question about it?
I think it makes sense.
Okay. Audrey, Do you get what I ask you to do? Arjun? Okay. So pattern, this is what I ask you to do. Let me type in the chat, okay? Find the sport store picture. Hopes to keep the head. Fill the game window with for part of. Can you hear me now? Pattern, if you cannot hear me, you can read the requirement from the chat. Pattern, can you hear me? Okay. All right. Can you guys do that? I give you like a 5 minutes. Go to the web, go to the internet and find a sports store. And then chop out the partial of the head image. And then fill the game window with that. I will check at 6:30, see if anyone finished. 6:30, okay, you have 2 more minutes. All right, Sam, have you finished?
Yeah.
Can you share it to me? That's good. You finished. I cannot see your game window though. Can you share the
Oh
game?
wait.
Window?
Okay. Let me try to fix it.
Yeah, just share game window to me as well. Okay. All right. Thanks. And you change your code so you can split the image in the very beginning and in top left corner. So use 0, 0. That will help. All right, pattern. How about you? Pattern. You finished?
I'm not ready yet.
All right. So let me get a Jeffrey. Oh, Jeffrey's also you. All right, sorry about that. Let me get a Christoph. This time you catch up. Finished.
I should be almost done.
All right. I will give you 1 more minute. I need to check your work. Okay. All right. Let me get Arjun. Arjun, you're done. All right. I will give you more time. So Andy, do you mind to share yours, Andy?
Not yet.
All right. Okay. Who else? Who finished? I will give you 1 more minute. Okay. So I will check yours, Andy, and I will check yours, pattern. Okay. And I will check yours, Christoph. I will check you 3. So it goes to, yeah, it will go in this order. Christoph go first, and the pattern go second, and Andy go the third. So Christoph, when you finished, just go ahead and share. If you have not finished at the 6:33, then I will ask a pattern to share first. Are you done?
Nearly. Just give me like 1 or 2 more minutes, I think.
Pattern.
Almost. Almost.
Okay. All right. So, are you ready, Christoph, or you still need 1 more minute?
Yeah, 1 or 2 more minutes would be good.
Okay. All right, I'll come back to check yours. So, how about you, Arjun? You are ready, or you still need more time? All right, let me just give you like 1 more minute. Okay, let me share mine. So the next topic we're going to do is crop. We know how to chop. Then how do we crop an image? Of course, crop is just crop, right? So you decided which part you wanted to keep. So you just use chop to keep that part. So if you know chop, then you know how to crop an image. And you can precisely crop that out, and that's cropped. Okay, so let me come back to you guys. You finished, Christoph, Peyton, and
I need like 30 seconds.
what? So the next topic I'm going to talk about is that can we just use a part that we chopped out as the subsurface and create a new image? Here in our code, right? We already have an subsurface. You chop it, you get a surface. Because it's just partial for the original one, so we know this is a subsurface, okay? Only partial of it. So can I use this to create a new image itself? So how do we do that? How do we create a new image? Okay. So you see here, we used, okay, a subsurface. This is subsurface. This is a chop. Okay. So we just bulleted them together so you can see what it looks like. All right. So let me give you this code. Okay, you have that code, and I want you guys to look at my screen where I will put it. So I will just replace those two lines of code. You see, I have, replace one more. I have tank, and I have the crop tank. I use a subsurface to get the cropped tank. And then I chopped out. This is the partial I chopped out. Okay. And then let's see what we got. We use a subsurface. So what does it mean, subsurface? Let me run it. Well, you see here. Here I chopped out. Okay. I chopped out. So that's what it left. Here is what we got. It's a subsurface. Okay, it's just a subsurface. So this is the part you kept. Okay. This part you chopped those out. So that's what you got. You see here. So you know the subsurface is from this point to that point. That's the subsurface, okay? That is the subsurface. All right, you chopped. So that means you dig that out. So you see, dig that out. You see here you have a partial here, and you see this like a gray area and this gray area, because you chopped this out. You chopped that out. So now only this one is kept. So this part is kept, this part is kept, and this the bottom part is kept. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So you see the subsurface and the top, you see the difference. All right, so let me stop here. I wanted Christoph, can you share your screen to me?
Okay, sure.
I cannot see your game window.
It's just black.
Okay. So it's black because you did not call your function. You did not call the crop picture.
Oh, okay.
You need to call it in your code, right? If you want to call it, you can call it right before the loop. Should be good. Let's see. Okay, if you want to do that, it's also okay. Run it. And can you share your game window to me? Do you get in cropped image? Okay. So move the line 22 to position 920. Okay. Put it in 920 without indentation. You remove the indentation. Yeah, save it. Now run it. Then 17. Okay, probably you need to. Do you have the game window?
Yeah, it's all black.
Okay, it's all black. So can you show me your picture itself? It's a picture. Oh, I know. Because you did not okay, good. So you did not do and flip. In
The
your
flip?
main, can you stop sharing? I can share you which code you missed.
Yeah, okay, I'm at back. I just came my back. Okay, so do I need, so am I think I'm blending here. Am I blending here?
Can you stop sharing? Okay. So you missed the one line of code, this one. This line of code, you needed to update your game window. So that's why you need to put this line of code in the main loop. Flip it to update it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let me check Arjun, yours. Pattern has left. Arjun, are you ready? Okay. So let me move on. So I want you guys to understand the subsurface. Subsurface is that what you keep. So this is what you keep. 10, 10, 100, 100. That's a subsurface. Here is the image you chopped out. Okay. So the result is what left over. So the chopped tank is what left over. All right. So that's why when I run it, look at it. This is chopped. This is subsurface. Okay. All right, so let's move on. So you understand how to handle image. So let's just move on to this one. So let's save the screen to an image. So what we have now in the game window, we can save to an image. Okay, so how do we do that? We just use a Pygame image save. And you give it a location and give it a name. So let me give you this code. Do not put this in the main loop, okay? In the main loop, it will keep saving. So let me give you this line of code. And I want you to save your image. If you have a sports star, you can save it. So let me put my code here. All right. So let me see what I got. Let me run my game. Okay. So now let me go to my location. It's in the E temp folder, right? And there should be a file called game.gif. So it should be something like this, .jpg temp game.jpg. So let me come to take a look at it. Let me just sort it. So game.jpg, this one. Okay, let me see it's not overwritten. Let me remove this one. Game.jpg. So let me run it again. Let me run it. Okay. Now I go to this location and refresh it. Okay, you see this game JPEG created today at 6:47. Let me open it. Okay, so you see I have this cropped and this cropped image, the subsurface, right? So I have these two images here, and I saved it to an JPEG file here. So I want you guys to do that as well. So how to do it? Once you have that sports stars image, fill the entire game window, and then you save it to an JPEG file. And I want you to show me that file. Okay, go ahead and do that. So this is the code. I'm not sure if you have that. You can save it to an image file. Okay, go ahead and do that. So let me now come back to check your work, Arjun. Have you finished? Arjun. Arjun. You meant to share your screen so I can help you? You mean the file name is very long? You can rename it. For your image, for your work, actually, I did not ask you to do the crawl. So Crop, okay. Crops, you cut those out. So what you got is what are left. So that's crop. Oh, that's crop. Crop, we use a subsurface. Subsurface, that means you can decide if you know where is the start of the head and where is the end of it. You have this rectangle. Make sure that rectangle is exactly the area of the head, okay? You can use subsurface. Crop, you use the subsurface, okay? Chop is what left over. You chop it out, so what are left over. And what are left over now, you know, try to consolidate them again to a new image. So that's why, let me run man again. So you can see what it looks like. So you see here, you see this partial, okay? And this partial. You see the consolidate, make a new image. If I do a little bit more, so you see here is the chop, right? So let me just make it chop a little bit more. Let me see, 50. 50. So now I only chopped a very small partial out. So let me run it. Right? You see that? If you really do not understand it, so let's just come back to the help file, www.pygame. Okay, you go to the transform and click on chop. So what does it mean? All right. So now you understand that you finished, Adrian? Okay. If not, I think I moved it too slow today. I'm really waiting for students to finish the access. Yes, can you share that to me, Adrian? All right. Okay. If you cannot share, I cannot help you much. All right. So then let me just share my screen now. And we finish the handle image now. So we can load an image, we can rotate it, we can flip it, we can scale it, and we can crop it, we can crop it, and we can save our game window to an image. So I think to this point, we have learned every aspect of image, and we learned every aspect of sound already. So next week, we are going to learn a new topic. Before that, let me just give you this homework, okay? Find the football stadium image of your favorite team, load it, and display in the game window. Crop out the field only and rotate it 90 degrees and display it below of the stadium image in the game window. Also display the text of the football team name. Okay. So what I want you to do, you find the stadium Usually the stadium is big, right? And then you crop out the field itself. Okay, so 100-yard field, right? Crop that out. And then turn 90 degrees and display it under the, okay, below, I should not say under. So you will see the stadium on top, and then on your game window, and the field is below, then you need to have a text that to display. Let's say if you like Redskins, you would just say Washington Redskins. If you like Steelers, then you will say Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay. Do that. Any question about the homework? I want every one of you to do the homework. Okay. If I do not get your homework submission, I will check yours in the beginning of the class. All right. Any question? Any question on the homework?
No. I'm good.
All right. So it makes sense to you guys, right? Let me ask it. Let me specifically ask the students. So Camilla, does it make sense? The homework?
Yes, but I'm still having a bit of issues with the text. So,
Oh, yeah. So your computer has problem with text, right?
yeah, should I keep trying to find some way to fix it? Or
I think it's better to fix it. If you cannot do text, there are a lot of things you cannot do. In the future, if we display scores, right? We display instructions, you will have that problem. So do you have like any friends who is good at computer? So he may be able to.
maybe.
If you cannot find a friends, then I'd like you to bring your computer to our STEM center. I will take a look at it, and we have summer camp there, so I'm there all the time. So you can bring your computer with you, so I can take a look at that. Up to you.
Okay.
I will also keep looking at other solutions to see if it helps. So the solution I gave to you last time, it does not help much, right? Yes, look, I will put this in the Google Classroom. I will do it right now. So let me share my screen. So this is the Google Classroom Plus. So you see Python level 4, right? So I will just do the image. I will post my requirements here, and need you guys to finish it by Saturday, okay? And I will do AM. All right. Hopefully you guys can get the homework done and send it to me so I can take a look at your homework. If you do not do that, and in the beginning of the class, I will come to check yours. All right. Thanks. Let me stop recording.